टुडे आज हम चीज़ें एक्सप्लोर करने वाले हैं वो है बेसिकली टेक्स्ट टू स्पीच and that is because we have a lot of use case. For example, like if you have to like make some content, okay, we have a use case of content creation, right? So we want mp3 audio, okay, from that text, okay, that we have. So that text we can simply get it from any LLM models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, and many others, right? But later on what we need to convert this into mp3 file, right? So for that use case we have this we have a lot of AI tools which is available in the market. Okay, see, if we say like the best one is like 11 labs, right? And many others are there also. Okay, so now we have one more this new tool, okay, that is TTS Maker. Okay, and why I'm explaining this tool here, because it is the best tool. Okay, if you compare this with 11 labs, okay, so on the right hand side if we see this 11 labs, okay, and if we see the pricing first, right? So this is free. Okay, if we see for 11 labs this is free. Okay, but for in terms of what, like you will get 10,000 credits per month. Okay, so that simply means you can create a 10-minute audio, okay, and or maybe like 15 minutes of conversational AI per month with up to 4 concurrent conversations, but that is free, right? But that is a free version, and then we have one more starter version in which it's costing $5 per month, okay, where you will get like 30,000 credit per month, which is equivalent to 30 minutes audio. Okay, and again here 50 minutes of conversational AI per month with up to 6 concurrent conversations. That means you can have this 6 concurrent conversations, okay, of up to 50 minutes. Okay, and then we have this most popular, okay, and this is for basically they have termed this as for creators, okay, which is like $11 per month, okay, for creators making a premium content for global audience. Okay, so yeah, so this $11 per month, okay, this is the for creators, and they have the pro version for $99 per month, okay. Whereas if we see the pricing for this other tool that we have, that is TTS Maker, okay, if we see here it is free. Okay, so free 20,000 characters per week limit. See, in 11 labs we have the limit of 10,000 characters, that is per month, right? But here what we are getting 20,000 characters per week, so that means we are getting 80,000 characters, okay, here in this tool, okay, that is TTS Maker. Okay, and in level labs we are getting only 10,000 characters per month. Okay, and here we are getting almost 80,000 characters. So you can simply see like in the free version, this TTS Maker is having 8 times more usage, right? So we can simply use this 8 times more. Okay, and see, unlimited downloads and 30 minutes of conversation history, 60 plus AI voices, and this is this specification for this tool. Okay, and they have their subscription as well. Okay, that is Lite Pro and Studio. In Lite, they are having $9.99. Okay, per month. Okay, and they have this this much characters length, right? Okay, that is 3 lakh characters per month. Okay, approximately 6 hours, almost 7 hours of audio. Okay, so like if you have a huge use case, then you might go for this Light Pro and Studio subscriptions based on your use case. Okay, but simply now since we are exploring this, if we see here now this is about the pricing and all. Okay, if we go to tool directly and know it's let's check these features, right? So this is the home page. This is how you will be getting, okay, when you will land on this page, okay, of this website, that is ttsmaker.com. Okay, now on the right hand side you can see this pro upgrade. But since we are exploring the free version here, so see here, this is the tab here, okay, where it is showing maximum characters 1000, remaining 1000 available. Okay, so this is just like this is not the maximum limit, right? This, yeah, this is the maximum limit for one use case. Like for example, and if you have a use case of more than that, so then you may be required to get the paid version, but that is more than enough, okay, if to get start with, because uh, if you have heavy use case of more than 1000 characters, then maybe you can break them into like less than 1000 characters, and you can get the content in one go. And see here, if you see at bottom, okay, you got this tutorial, right? So here you will get the entire description, right? Since we do not have content, so what we'll do, we'll just copy this content, okay, and we'll paste it here, okay. Or might be I have some content here, okay. So we'll copy this content here and I will paste here, right? So now see, I have the PC content. Okay, the maximum characters, that is 1000. Okay, remaining 488 available. Okay, so once you paste this content here, so it will automatically tell you, okay, that how much quota you have utilized and how much is remaining, right? So based on that, okay, you can get an idea like how much content I can provide at one go. Okay, the 1000 characters is the max limit at one go, right? Then see, here we are getting this, okay. To insert a pause, we can literally insert pauses, right? So for example, so here they are mentioning like free version supports up to 50 insertions, right? So we can insert, okay, pauses, okay, up to 50 times, okay, in the free version. And the pro version, it is up to 300 insertions, right? So that is really great, right? For example, if you, okay, want like some interval, right? So you can insert a pause there, okay, after a given time period, once that particular line, sentence, something is completed, right? If you want a pause, okay, then you can literally insert pause. So that is a very I mean, very great use case here, right? So we came across some scenarios, right, where we need to insert pauses. Okay, so in this we can easily insert pauses, right? And in the right hand side, you can easily you can see this language. Okay, so this is a drop down. Okay, so by default English selected. Once you click on this drop down, you will get this different language supported by this tool. Okay, like Francis, okay, Turk, okay, Russian, and all these things like Hindi, Dansk, and all these languages are there. You can explore these languages. For example, Marathi, Gujarati, and all these things are also there. Okay, then these are the voices. Okay, so at right now this they have 788 voices. Okay, available in this directory. You can select anyone from this. Okay, so if I click on this, okay, and if you want to listen to this, you can click it, you can simply click on this example, okay. So so this is basically the updated version.
TTS Maker is
See,
a free text to speech tool that provides speech synthesis services.
got the idea, right? So we can click on this example, okay, and we can listen to this voice, how the voice is, okay. And maybe like if you have a similar use case, you can select, okay. So see, like this is emotional kind of tone, right? So you can like go through this like based on the requirement, and you can select, okay. For example, if I see, so you will see this. This is a one more like amazing use case here. Is like
Right.
you can select like what should be tone. Okay, so if I click on this, I mean, see whether you want this in the form of angry. See,
TTS Maker is a professional voice generator that uses artificial intelligence technology. This is
see,
an example of an angry emotion.
see,
Imagine expressing dissatisfaction with a service, showing clear annoyance and anger.
see. So this is like a kind of like you want something, right? In this kind of anger tone, right? So then you can use this, okay, and then see this is scare one.
TTS Maker is a professional voice generator that uses artificial intelligence technology. This is an example of a scare emotion. Imagine expressing fear and terror.
See, so like it is describing also, right, while reading that what kind of tone. Okay, so based on your use case, right? Again, like if you have the similar kind of use case, if you want this tone only, but you have some different like tonality, right? Different tonalities required. Then you can use the same voice but with different emotions, right? so then you can use this. So this is one again. I've not seen this thing in 11 labs, so this is again a very I would say advantage over 11 labs. Okay, then definitely you must give this tool a try. Okay, then if we see the other things here, yeah, for example, I have chosen this, okay, as a voice and language is English, okay, and yeah, this captcha, yeah, this captcha will need to enter, okay, and this 0186, because since this is a free tool, right, so they have to run their business also, so they often provide this kind of stuffs, okay, to keep their things running, okay, so not an issue, right? Then okay, so now what you need to do, you can click on this more settings, okay. So once you click on this, so this tabs will expand and collapse based on your click, right? So okay, now here you can see this trialization mode, saving characters quota. What is this? Once you click on this, right, whatever the content you have, see for example, if you have 1,000 character content, right, but you don't want, right, that whole content to be converted, and then you hear that voice, and if you don't find that code, right, then your quota is ultimately getting exhausted, right? But what if we have a like what if we have this scenario here, okay, in which only converting the first 50 characters. So what it will do, it will just take the first 50 characters of your whatever the text that you have given, and it will only convert that, okay, just for a reference to for you, so that you can listen, and if it is fine, then you can continue the entire conversion from text to speech, okay. And maybe if you are not okay, then you can select some different words, and then you can continue, right? So this is like again very good use case. Like, see, if we have I have checked this, okay, and then I convert this, okay, okay. So right now, like, see, if since I have already used it, okay, so it is giving me this error. So let me check. I have some different voice here. Okay, let me select this voice. Okay, and then we'll use this convert to speech. See, now what is it is doing? It is converting. See, the conversion has
Imagine
done.
losing your sight at just 3 years old.
See, the conversion is done only for the first 50 characters, not the entire content that I provided as a text, right? So if you like this,
Imagine losing your sight at just 3 years old.
see, you hear this. If you found this is okay, you can use this. Then it is fine. Then you can go ahead, and then you can uncheck this, and you can click on this convert to speech. Okay, then this whole content will be converted. That we'll see, right? But what if you want to add a background music, right? So this is again one more use case that we have. Okay, but for that, okay, that background music need to be uploaded, so you need to click on this, okay. So for example, I will choose one file that I have, okay. For example, I have this mp3 file that I've created using this tool, so I'm choosing that, okay. I will upload this, okay. So the file is getting uploaded, as you can see. So once it is uploaded, okay, now here also I'm getting option to what should the background volume, okay. So since we don't want that background music to be more louder, right? So we'll keep this as like 10 to 15 percentage, okay. And at what, okay, frequency you want to run it, okay. So bgm loop count like infinite loop, so this will be keep on running, right? Or you want this at only once, so you can select based on your requirement. And then again, background music, play delay. So if you want to have some delay in the background music, then you can provide the seconds, okay, there, right? And then we can just this is okay. So I have recently uploaded this too, so this one is selected, okay. If I want to like, if we have uploaded multiples, right, and if I want to choose anyone, then I can, like, see, this one selected. Or if you want to select this, then you can select this, and you can click on save, right? So once you click on this, so it is saved, okay. Now the current bgm, okay, is this file is the current background music for this the content that I will be converting to mp3, okay. Then audio file format, in what file you want the output, right? So whether it should be mp3 file, ogg, okay, opus and we, so you can select based on this. okay, whatever the requirement that you have. And then we have this mp3 audio quality, what type of quality you want, right? Whether you want a standard quality or high quality. Okay, now voice speed, so you can vary the speed as well, right? So usually we have these options like at what pace we want to go, right? So that whatever the content that we have generated, okay, from text to voice, okay, at what pace it should go, we can choose. So by default it should be one, okay, but if you want to go slow, then you can reduce. If you want to go fast, then you can increase. Okay, then voice volume, okay, so the content that we have generated, right, that volume if you want to control, that also we can do. Okay, we can reduce that volume to 10, 30, 50, 80%, okay, and we can also increase that volume from 120, 150, 180 to 100%, okay. So we can increase that particular volume of our audio file that we have converted. Okay, now pitch adjustment can be used for voice changing effects, okay. So here, from here we can change the pitch, okay. So like super high pitch, okay, slightly high pitch, okay. So this is based on again percentage, okay. So you can play with it as well, okay, if you want some different pitch in your audio, then you can try this one also, okay. So then we have this adjust the pause time, okay, of each paragraph, okay. So for example, if we have one paragraph ended and then we have to start a new paragraph, okay, so what should be the pause, okay. So that pause time period you can define it from here. So by default, like, it is 300 milliseconds, right? So you can like you can increase or decrease it from this, okay. And if you want to have zero, okay, as a pause, then that will eliminate the pause, and that since one paragraph is finished, it will automatically start from the next paragraph without any pause, okay. So it is better we should have some pause. That's why, like, default it is 300 milliseconds pause is given, right? So that is the best way, okay. Okay, so okay, so now we have shown this, okay, and this tutorial we have seen, and this entire thing we have seen. If you want to clear the text, then you can click on this, okay, simply. Okay, we had to convert that, right? So what we'll do, okay, okay, so since we have not checked this option, because we have already seen, right, for 50 characters, and we found this voice was okay, then what we'll do, we will simply click on this convert to speech. Okay, before that we need to enter this captcha 0809. Okay, then convert to speech, then converting text to speech, please wait 5 6 7 seconds, okay. Now, so it is ready here, if you can see.
Imagine losing your sight at just 3 years old, and instead of giving up, you go on to change the world forever. That's exactly what Louis Braille did.
You can see some background music also coming, right? So that is what we have added, right? We actually, that was not a music, okay, that was also text. I mean, text to audio conversion. That is why that person is speaking, right? But that voice is very low, okay, so that you can hear, okay. So yeah, but again, same, if you want to have some that music as a background music, then you can upload that music, okay. So if I run this now.
Born in 1809 in France, young Louis suffered a tragic accident in his father's workshop. A sharp tool
Okay, so
pierced his
this is how
eye.
it will work. Okay, this the entire content is generated in MP3 format. What you have to do, you can simply click on this download voice file. Okay, and you can see it's getting downloaded. It got downloaded, right? Or else you can click on this and you can also download from here. This also it will work. Okay, so this is how this tool works, okay. And this is the best tool available, okay, if you have a utilize this tool, okay. And as a free tool, okay, if you don't want to buy that subscription, if you don't have heavy use case, create text to speech, okay, and then for that you can use this tool. This is very a very one of the best tool in the market, and so that everyone can look at this tool and can try with the use cases. If you have any doubts, okay, then feel free to contact me via mail or drop a comment. I will try to help you. And yeah, please like and subscribe for more such engaging content. Thank you so much.